He stressed the need for updating the investigating mechanism and the tools, and said that laws pertaining to the standard of proof should also be brought in line with those countries where corruption had been effectively combated. We owe this duty to our nation and posterity, and in this endeavor we need the continuing support of the people who must say no to corruption, he said. Justice said that the Superior Court judges had taken the oath to preserve, protect and defend the Constitution, and it would be their promise on account of their scared oath that the Constitution would be protected in letter and spirit, and they would ward off any challenge to democracy in the country. Referring to the country's court extraordinary jurisdiction under Article 144 of the Constitution, he observed that while exercising this jurisdiction, the court often examined the executive actions of state functionaries to pass effective orders. At times, the legislative actions of Parliament, including subordinate legislation, had been examined and declared to be ultra-vires against the law, he said, adding that this was a very important role of the judiciary which had been performed in the past and would be pursued with greater passion and vigilance in the times ahead. It is important that the judiciary is impartial and free from all sorts of external pressures and influence, he said, adding that only then can the public have confidence that their cases will be decided in accordance with law. Justice Nisar also touched upon the issue of the public interest litigation and said bona fide for the purpose of alleviating miseries of the downtrodden class of society, which was either unaware of its rights or more than often did not have the resources to approach the judiciary, including the rights of minorities, would be encouraged. I am deeply conscious of the fact that it is our moral and legal duty to fiercely uphold the rights of all minorities, including religious minorities, Justice observed and said that as the custodian and guardian of such rights, this court would ensure their enforcement, including women's rights, in a meaningful manner, full stop. Earlier, Chief Justice regretted that today's Pakistan was not the one for which Muslims of the subcontinent had struggled and made sacrifice, full stop. Not only foreign powers but our police too were responsible for the deteriorating law and order and terrorism in the country, the outgoing Chief Justice lamented, full stop. He said the people of the country had not learned any lesson from their past mistakes, which resulted in the dismemberment of the country, full stop. Today, anarchy, sectarianism, bigotry, hatred, nepotism, favoritism, maladministration, and social injustice are rampant and become order of the day, thus promoting despondency and helplessness among the people, a situation that may, God forbid, lead to a bigger tragedy, he beyond, full stop.